In this video, I'm going to cover the 1995 Chevrolet Corvette Brochure. It comes in this black envelope with a tire tread pattern, and once you look inside, the front cover is embossed with a Corvette logo. I'm not sure how well that's going to show up on video. Turning to the first page, pulse quickening, heart pounding, all-American legend. Technology by itself does not make a great sports car. It takes heart and soul. Welcome to the Corvette Story 1995 edition. Well, disappointingly, there isn't much to the story in a way that there's very little new for 1995. Here's a shot of the ZR1, and there's your base Corvette. And one of the few changes is these front gills are a little bit redesigned. The rounded rear and rounded front continues. The Corvette is still available as a convertible. And here's a nice shot of the ZR1 with these ZR1 only Corvette wheels. And there's the coupe. The interior remains a carryover pretty much. The seats are arguably more comfortable. Stereo continues the same. Here's your interior. I suppose that the engineers at General Motors were more concerned about developing the C5, which was to come in a few years only. The LT1 is now rated at 300 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 340 foot-pounds torque. Red line of 5,700. That's considerably higher than the L98, which would top out at 4,200. Here's a nice layout of the front and rear suspension. And of course, this is the last year for the ZR1. As I stated in the earlier videos, this car never really sold that many. It was just so expensive. It was almost double the price of a base Corvette. So even though it made 405 horsepower at that time, and that was more than pretty much anything else on the road in those days. Alright, now they go over all of the features and one by one, and of course they get on to this type of key, which is a innovative pass key safety deterrent. Now this little chip here, this little puck, is a resistor, and it has a very specific resistance, and as it wears, either the cylinder lock or the key itself gets either dirty, and if the resistance changes out of spec, then the car thought it was getting stolen, and this became a problem throughout the General Motors product line, because many other cars got that same thing, and the only way in the end you needed to disable that system completely to stop the problem. Here's your color palette: yellow, white, metallic light green, admiral blue, dark purple, torch red, dark red metallic, polo green. Just that doesn't really show up on camera very well. That's a beautiful color actually. And black, but notably no silvers, no grays. The materials available, and a few more details about GM protection plans and safety features, warranty, assistance, courtesy. Here's a picture of a C1 53 Roadster. This is actually a 55, I think. 54, 55. And here's that same car compared to a C6, C5. I'm sorry, C4 convertible. Oops. And in the back is that cross flags from the C4. So this is almost the end of the C4. 1995. All right, I'm going to continue. So come on back, guys. Talk to you again. Bye-bye.